Hi, Sam Villa here. I'm here with Holly, and I'm going to show you a great, cool, awesome, great way to get texture. But most of all, what kind of texture? Volume. Have you ever thought about how fine hair you can't get volume to hold? Check this technique out. This is great with using a tool called a texture iron. Imagine a little mini crimping iron that you use at the base of your scalp. Okay, so we're going to go through. Our product of choice is our Iron Shape 11. Remember, my friends, product is not an option, it's a necessity. Product is not an option, it's a necessity because it protects your hair from heat. Remember, heat expands the hair shaft. Now, if you don't protect it, it's more apt to breaking. So you remember that. So our product of choice is going to be Iron Shape 11, Holly. Then what we're going to do is we're going to work with a large tooth comb. This comb, a Sam Villa large comb, has a sectioning area that you can work with. Great when you have long hair. I'm going to hand that to Holly. The next tool we're going to work with, this is the texture iron. Think of it, imagine a small mini crimping iron. So let's go through and let's pretend, Holly, what we want to do is let's create some volume in the crown area. So Holly's got her part. She's going to go through. She's going to just section her part. Now she's going to comb back where she wants the volume. Once she has that, she's simply going to take an area, a horizontal section in that crown area where she chooses to have volume. Okay, good. Now let's take a section a little bit higher in that crown area. Release some of that back. Okay, I want you to take a little bit more of a section right in that area there. Why? Think about where you want the volume to be placed. What I want to do is create something almost like when you backcomb your hair. But imagine, backcombing can be very vintage looking. Very vintage. What do we mean by vintage? Let me ask you that. What do we mean by vintage? I'll bet your answer was old. That's right. Now, I don't know anybody that woke up and said, I want to look old this morning. That's right. So let's modernize your backcombing. Now look what she's done. She's taken a horizontal section, and I'm going to suggest that she narrows that section just a little bit more. Watch what I mean. Take this section, because you want to create a sense of volume, and just narrow that section more. So we've got our nice slice there. Once she's got her slice, our product of choice. Okay, here's your section. You go ahead and take over from here. All right. Look how far she's spraying away. Just a couple mists. That is enough product that's going to help protect from the heat. A thermal protector. Very, very important. Imagine that little girl on YouTube. Don't you wish she would have used a thermal protector? Very important. Now she's going in, she's compressing, really compressed. Look how she moved her hand closer, getting as close as she can to the scalp. You got a little bit of an edge there that's going to protect, it's not going to burn. Now look at the compression she received there. Allow that to cool. Okay, she's simply going to release that, and then she's going to come back through and take another horizontal slice just in front of that. So she gets, and I suggest what she does to see, just bend your head down so you can see, and you'll see the section you need to go. Okay, once again, I want you to narrow that section down. That section's really thick. Make sure you take fine sections. Don't make them so thick. Why, Sam? The thicker they are, the more you're trying to compress the hair, you're not going to get as much control, as much memory. Remember, finer sections, it's going to hold a lot better. Good, doing good, my dear. Now here comes her thermal protector, Iron Shape 11 from Redken. Gives us nice memory, but most important, a protector. Good. She gives it a nice little spritz. She's coming through. Once again, she pinches that section. She places her iron as close as she can without burning herself. Now she's going to compress. I really encourage you to compress. Set it in. I want you to do it again. I want you to hold and count to at least 6 or 7. We have this temperature on medium. If your hair is color treated, please make sure you place these tools on medium. Now once again, she's got another area there that she's compressed. She's going to release that area there. Let's take another horizontal section. One more horizontal section, going right across that section. Excellent. This will be our last section. Okay, good. You're going to come up. Now I'm going to encourage more compression. Okay, more compression. Why? Once again, you want to, when you're done with that section, you want to see the indentation that the texture iron is going to create. Okay? So give me a little bit more compression. So Sam, how do I get more compression with my tools? Move your hands closer to the plates. When we move our hand closer to the plate, you're going to get a little bit more compression. Good, awesome. See how she's moving her hand closer to the plates? Now she's really got some extreme compression there. Keep it right there. Don't move that iron. Good, hold it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and release. Now you can really see the indentation on that one. And now watch. When she lifts her head back, you can just start to see. Now, is that something you want to see? Watch what's going to happen. You go ahead and take over. She's going to brush this all back over that. And what's going to happen is she's going to come in with her Control 28, but I want her to put her brush down, and she's going to work with her hands, and she's going to push her texture up. Okay, and once she pushes her texture up, just push it up. Good, nice. You can just start to see the sense of volume and roundness. Give me a little bit more spray with intent and purpose in the areas that you want. Give me the other side of it. Remember, you've got to go in and spray. Think about this, my friends. Application of product. Where you place the product is where you want the control. So you have to remember that. Love Control Addict. Nice fragrance. Now let's take a look. Now look at her just push, and you can just start to see when she looks in the mirror how she has a little bit more sense of volume. It's an awesome trick. You're going to love it. And it looks like she backcombed it underneath, and she didn't. This is a great technique to create volume. Sam, what about if I want volume on the sides? Okay, let's show them how to create it on the side. You're going to go to the side area now. What I want you to do is stay at least 2 fingers away from your hairline. See, what we're trying to do is create a hidden volume of texture. You don't really want that little crimping indentation to be seen in this particular case. So you can see how she's gone through and she's taken a slice just in front of the ear. Remember, about 2 fingers away from the hairline, just so it's a little bit hidden volume. Okay, good job. Now she's going to come through, take a horizontal slice, and she's going to put that on top. Now she's going to take another vertical slice. We're going to do the same thing we did here. We did it horizontally here. We're going to go in the side area and do it vertically. Why? Watch what's going to happen. Give me a nice shot, say about 6 inches away. Give me a little bit more intent and purpose. Aim where you want that product to go. See where you want it to go. Good job. Awesome. Now comb that product through. Good. Now she's going to pick up her texture iron. Okay, as she picks up her texture iron, watch what's going to happen. Go in vertically, go in vertically. Okay, beautiful. Now, come from underneath. It's going to be a lot easier for you. Get as close as you can, diagonally. Perfect. Now get that hand up closer and compress. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you start to see the indentation. I want you to do that again. Give me a little bit more compression. Don't release that section. Look, you can start to see the volume she's getting. But I'm going to encourage her, give me some compression. You've got to remember, my friends, the more compression you have, the more indentation you're going to have. Then that's going to have a lot more memory to it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But Sam, is this going to break my hair? No. I don't want you doing this every day. Remember, you got Pillow Proof Extend that you can use in day 2. Let's do another section. Look at what's happening with that section. You can see how she's getting to just pop away from the scalp. That's what you want to do. What's really cool about this is that you don't have to rely so much on backcombing. Remember, I was talking about how backcombing can have a natural tendency to look very, very vintage looking. Iron Shape 11, Redken, awesome. Comb it through. Why, Sam? I want you to make sure that you comb that product through so you disperse the product. Okay, good. Now we're going to go through. Give me more compression, my dear. More compression, and we're going to do our 7 count. Okay, and watch this side, how I'm going to get a nice sense of volume. And slide down, good, and compress. Awesome, look how her hand has moved close. Strong compression, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, good. Now Sam, I see smoke coming out. My friends, that's just product dissipating. Don't you worry about the fact that you think you're burning your hair. You're not. You've got your thermal protector there. Now take a look at the volume that she's been able to create in that side area. I love to massage these. Now watch this. This area now comes back over this, and I want you to just go back to your part. Okay, so she just goes back to her part, and now let's take a look at what we created on this area. When she comes through and she just works with her hands and she's doing this, you can just start to see the sense of volume that she's been able to create in that side area and in that top area. And I love this in terms of that. You go ahead and play with your hands. Okay. So what's really cool, my friends, is you have a great opportunity to see a sense of texture in the crown area, how you can create that, and in the side area. So now, for example, if you have fine hair, here's what I want you to do. You're going to take it the top and crown area, and you're going to isolate all that. Remember, let's finish it off with our Control Addict. Give me a nice little finish in this area that you did. I want you to go through and isolate the top and the crown. Once you have that isolated, the object is you want to create volume here. So I want you to stay 2 fingers away from the hairline. Now you're going to work primarily this area. Look at the width of my fingers, from my thumb to my index finger. Vertical, 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 vertical. Just below the crown area. Then you're letting all the top collapse over that. What's great is you're going to have volume. This is what's so cool about learning how to work with your hair in different ways so you're able to create texture. Look at the sense of volume from a profile area. You can just start to see how she's getting that sense of volume from a profile area. And then take a look in the profile area from the front view, how on this side where we created, how you have nothing that's done here. You can just see the sense of that collapsing, very, very smooth, and we're getting a sense of a texture. Now this is all a little bit more of an undone type of look, texture to it. Remember, sometimes we don't want something to look so coiffed and so perfect. Once again, this is Sam Villa coming at you, my friends, because we care about you, giving you some tips and tricks that you can use at home that are going to make you even more beautiful than you are.